XXT607, and right now I am playing Mr. Sunshine Warfare 2, and I know I posted a video before this one. And right now, I'm going to give you some tips on how to break into the zombies base and stuff like that. So that way you're able to get more money that way and level up your characters easily. So yeah. Now, what you want to do is basically, zombies are the key to getting in the base. Now, what I would recommend you doing is you can use whatever character you want, because this will work with any character. But just use your favorite one, because when you get in there, it's barely a chance of getting out. As you can see right now, I'm about to die, but I'm using the pea shooter, and because one, he's fast, and I just died. Just great. Super brain. And basically, it's I just use the pea shooter because it's fast, and it's easier to get out of tough situations, such as that one right now where I just died. But I almost made it out alive, so yeah, I think I thought I would have had a better chance of getting out of there alive than dead. Because to be honest, most characters won't make it out of there that easily. Well, the Citron and for me, the Citron and the pea shooter are like the main ones to go with. So that way it's easier to get into the base and out without getting. So that way you won't get. So that way you'll barely get damaged. Now, whenever someone's doing this to you, I recommend you just shoot them over and over and over again, like the Gatling pea. If that way you're able to get more money from it, and more cred. Now, you have to be a zombie to get in, right? But as the pea shooter, you do not have to be a zombie. You could just jump right over their base, and yeah, that just happened. You just jump right over their base. It's that simple, especially as a pea shooter. But if you're mainly the characters that it's easy to get over the base with, the characters such as the cactus, citron, pea shooter, plasma pea, and I don't know about Rose, but I don't think it's easy for her to get in without a zombie. Because to be honest, there are plenty of ways to get in this base, and plenty of ways to regen while you're in the base. That's a crazy tip right there. You can regen in the zombie's base. Now I know you're all like, oh well, you can just regen by walking around the whole base. But there's a bunch of other different ways. One, there are 2 boxes in the game. So you can always just like hide behind a box that automatically regenerate. And another thing you can do is that you won't get damaged as much unless there's a zombie right behind the box in the base. Now, one thing you don't want to do is wait till a boss gets behind the box. Cause that right there, the bosses can't see me, right? But one thing you don't want to do is wait until a boss does spawn, because that's when you'll stop regenerating. Obviously. Now another tip on how to nearly dominate the base. If this were like a typical take over the base type of thing, there would be plenty of ways to dominate the base. Like one thing you'd be able to do is first you would be able to get a zombie at the door, or as I said before, just jump over the base. And just jump over the base. Or another thing you can do is just like jump on the little pipes, and then you make a. Some characters can jump on the pipes and make it up there. I think it's certain. Like some bosses won't see you, won't spot you when you're behind the box, and some of them will. Like this one right here is just scaring me with the way he's doing things. Like I thought he was going to come out the box. It wasn't. And for some reason, the bosses will spot you after you come behind the box. So I would recommend, like, whenever the bosses jump off from the top of their building, that don't stay behind the box. If they're behind both boxes, then I would recommend just get out of the base if you want to leave. Let's say if you're at low health, like let's say if you have like 30 health, and then you want to get out of there alive. If you're the pea shooter, that should be simple. Just like try and run around and out of the base, then that should be simple. It's that simple. And then another thing that's easier. Another thing that you need to do is Anyway, another thing to do to survive this base without dying is go behind a bunch of objects and try to avoid the bosses. But if you're the pea shooter, that will be very simple. You guys shouldn't die. Now, I like this nice grave shape. It's amazing. Just amazing. Sorry, I was admiring the texture and the layers of it. It's just so natural. But the player's base is natural too. It's very good. It's very bright over there. There's a rainbow in the sky, everything. That's something nice. Now, as a pea shooter, if you want to just launch in a beam near a boss, it'll do damage, but probably not enough damage. Now, to be honest, as you see right here, I'm at 20 health, 16. I'm not really at a good amount of health right now. So as you can see, if I need to regen, run around the place, and then just like try my best to heal. Now that will be simple. Just run around the base, like some of you out there think. But that's not simple. Just go behind the box. This is simple. Just go behind the box, and you can heal. Now as you can see, there's a chest right here. It says open for 3 stars. Now some of you may think that that's simple to do, but to me, I haven't earned a lot of stars, and I don't really have any stars. So if you want to, like, you know, give me some tips on how to earn stars. But as you can see right here, the bosses are just like scaring me with the way they're doing this right now. Like, I am surviving these 2 bosses right now, but like I'm just scared of what they're gonna do. Just launching a beam on the sky. As you can see right here, I'm surviving, but I'm also just shooting this guy down like it's no big. As you can see, he just fell down, right? Yes, you can. It's pretty easy to survive the zombies base as long as you're going behind boxes. Now, as you can see, for the plant base right over there, it's not really that simple to survive. See, he has a spider. But as you can see, for the plant base over there, it's not really as simple as you think. Because as you can see, there's no boxes, nothing. The only thing you can go behind is a tree, which isn't really easy to do. Now that was simple. As you can see here, this boss is inspired. Oh. See, I guess he has. Just not in. That's fine. As you can see, I'm not taking damage because this lovely box. Now, as you can see, this is going to be easy to survive since the zombies are such a bunch of retards and they don't really know how to protect their base well. Now, another thing I want to tell you about this is the fact that they have so many boxes is just unbelievable. And they expect to kill their enemies so easily. Now, no, that's not how it works. Oh, I'm on the burger! Now, to be honest, to survive the zombie base, it's very simple. Just go behind the box and heal. Now, the next thing we're going to get into is how to survive it, way number 2. Now, there are a bunch of ways, and you can probably leave it in the comment section below to help me and other people, so that would be very nice to you. Now, another way to survive the zombies base is, like, if you're on very low health, just launch yourself out of the cannon. That's all there is to it. Just launch yourself out of a cannon. Now, here's the Yeti boss weakness. Now, I know I posted a video about the Yeti burglar and the return of him. Now, that was great and all. Now, one thing in order to destroy this guy, what you want to do is, like, you see the same move he does as the Yeti burglar, when he does that little dance for ice. Yeah, that's completely different compared to the Yeti burglar. He does something totally different. Now, what this guy does, what the Yeti burglar does is he makes money fall from the sky. So if you really want him to do that, then just keep shooting at him and he'll do. Here he is! Just as soon as I announced him, here you are, the one and only newest Yeti boss. Here he is. No, back here. I need your money. Now, let's get back on the subject. Another way to survive the zombies base is one thing you want to do is just is another way to survive it is the fact that you can just wait. Oh, I can't. Yes. Money! Money! See, the same exact dance. The same exact dance. Now, what you want to do is when he does that is just collect money. Oh, you get 50 coins from that bag. Anyway. So basically, another way to survive the zombie boss is like whenever the AEP dollars does that dance, launch the bean in as the pea shooter. Or if you're Colonel Corn, throw in the potato. But if you are a cactus, what you want to do is make a wall for yourself. Yes. Wall. Or another thing you can do is just try and move around, cause like his icicle will only go around in certain parts. So obviously, yeah, you just move around and you can dodge it. Now, if you are Rose, I would just recommend turning into like using your third ability, which is in the middle, I think. And then basically what you do is you don't take damage as that character as Rose. Like if you're Rose and you're using your third ability, I don't think you take damage. I really don't know because I don't use Rose that much, but I think I should because she seems like a great character. Plus she might give me a lot of money. And to be honest, in this game, money actually does matter because when you're trying to help a lot, you really need money, especially when you use your grow plants and pots. You get extras for that. You get money for growing a plant that you spent money on, and I think you get, and I think you gain more. You lose more money than you gain from planting a pot. Yeah, that sounds ridiculous. Anyways, back on the other subject. Another way to hold on. Anyways, another way to survive this game is to one. What you want to do is first what you have to do is it's gonna take patience, and for you people out there who aren't patient, this is gonna be something that you don't want to get. Basically, you're gonna get these big bosses to come out. You're gonna have to wait the bosses that are on your team, and then what you want to do as the pea shooter is just jump in, is just wait for a zombie to come at the door, or jump into the base and wait for the bosses to come. But that's a way to trigger it. But if you don't want to trigger the bosses, then I would recommend you wait for your team, for the bosses on your team to come out, so that we are able to defeat one, so that we are able to defeat a bunch of bosses, and it'll be way easier to do it. Next tip on how to survive. Next tip. What you want, if you want to start like the biggest war, then I would recommend you want to start the biggest war, wait for your bosses on your team to come out. Like this lazy dude, I'm not even so sure if he's a boss or not, or if he's just a beast. To be honest, if you want to start the biggest war, wait for the bosses on your team to come out, and then what else? And the other thing you want to do is wait and then trigger the bosses on the other team, on the zombies team, so that way you're able to start the biggest battle. Yeah, the biggest battle. Yep, that's how it works. Just start the biggest battle. Now, I think I've gone into many tips on this game. The next tip, we are going to do character design. Now I know all of you like to. Did he seriously just come up for like the fourth time? I know you guys may think I'm not counting right, but he came up once in another video, and he came up another time in another video, and then now he's coming up for like the third time. Or the fourth. To be honest, this guy has come up like multiple times. It's amusing. It's just amusing how he thinks he can survive. This is not how he does it. Yeah, this is not how he does it. Like he came up for like the fourth time in this video. Oh, actually no, not the fourth time, but the second time. To be honest, that guy doesn't seem like a rare boss anymore. Now he's come up multiple times. Not at all. And here's a regular boss. And I will give you guys more tips in the next video on how this game works. But first, I'm going to show you some good characters, and then I'm going to go into character design in the next video. Hopefully I don't die. I'm at my base. Please, no, have mercy. Come on. Put up the gates. Oh, thank you. Now, here is my pea shooter. Here's how I designed him. and I will see you guys in the